Have you ever wondered where celebrity stylists pull their pieces? Well, there's a showroom in the city full of famous fashion, and it's run by someone who knows his stuff. I'm here at Artifact New York, and today I'm clocking in with Huey.
Hi, I'm Hugh. I'm a partner and head buyer at Artifact New York.
So Hugh, before we get started, what exactly is Artifact?
Artifact is a archive rental service that houses over 3,000 unique pieces, and it's available for fashion industry professionals.
And behind us are some of the most important pieces of clothing of all time, like the Raf Simons Riot Bomber, Prada Cam Collar button-up shirt, Jean Paul Gaultier dresses. What makes something worthy of being here?
Its place in fashion history. If it's something that created a reaction both amongst the public or now retroactively has its place in history with archivists.
Is everything in here handpicked by you then?
I would say most of it, but I wouldn't be here without a little community of other collectors.
Do you have a history with collecting and curating in any other fields?
I've always been into kind of curating and understanding things way deeper than your average consumer. So it started out with sneakers. I had a phase with Supreme and skate decks and things like that. And then it moved into luxury streetwear. Everybody kind of remembers that Saint Laurent run in the late 2010s. And then from there on, it kind of got into the archival.
Recently, Artifact has loaned out to Lorde, Charlie XCX, Addison Rae. What is it like to work with some of the biggest stars in the world?
Still a pinch me moment every time it happens. To know that I'm still part of culture is really just kind of why I do it. Being part of it's very special.
And I can only assume that stuff gets damaged when it's out. So
Yeah.
How do you deal with that?
Finding the best menders in the city. Having like a go-to person for dry cleaning, for sewing, for stitching, your leather person, your suede person, your dyeing person, and the list goes on and on.
You know so much about fashion. So how is it that you got into
I
it?
gotta really shout out to my mom. You know, she was really the most fashionable person I ever knew, and she really just had an eye to how to style. And she always looked very well put together.
Now, what would you say the most difficult thing about running a business like this is?
You know, I think it's sometimes like things out of your control. Everything is kind of a tightrope for these stylists, and you have to have an understanding that you're working with creative people, not so much the buying side, because the buying side is really where the addicting part is.
And finally, I have to ask, what's the coolest styling moment that Artifact has been a part of?
Kendrick Lamar Super Bowl Apple ad. The Sabrina Carpenter album cover, she wore something from us. Those would probably be just ones off the top of my head.
All right, Hugh, thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you, Wesley.